It is 3:30 on a Friday afternoon. Your steering committee report is due at 4. 30 minutes. You have been in back-to-back meetings since 9 this morning, and the committee wants a status report, a risk log, a stakeholder update, meeting summary, all of it packaged into one clean document. You open a blank document. The cursor blinks at you. You know exactly what happened this week. The information is all there in your head, but you cannot start writing. That is the actual problem. Most project managers think their Friday report problem is a time problem. It is not. You already know what happened this week. The information is sitting in meetings, in Jira, in Slack messages. It exists, scattered across a dozen tools, but it exists. The real work is not gathering the information. The work is assembling it into a clear, structured narrative. And that assembly step, turning raw information into polished prose, is exactly what AI does fastest. The information is yours. The first draft is AI's job. Here is the scenario we will work through together. An IT infrastructure upgrade at a financial services company. Enterprise scale, high stakes. The steering committee expects a written status report every single Friday. The PM is responsible. There are 4 work streams running at the same time: infrastructure, security and compliance, data migration, and user acceptance testing. Every week, the PM pulls from 3 sources to build the report. First, the transcript from Tuesday's delivery call. This is where most of the detail lives. Second, the Jira sprint board for week 24. Tasks, blockers, progress, all in one place. Third, last week's report. This gives the AI the structure and tone to follow. 3 inputs. That is genuinely all you need to generate a first draft. AI does not write from nothing. It needs your inputs. It reads what you provide and organizes it into structured output. Your 3 sources go in. One structured draft comes out the other side. Here is what that draft actually contains. 4 sections every time. Those 3 sources feed into one structured output, a complete status report. Section 1. RAG status. That is red, amber, green. A traffic light rating. Red, amber, green for each work stream. The committee sees risk at a glance. Section 2. Achievements. What moved forward this week? Written in clear prose. Section 3. Risks and issues. What is blocked? What might slip? What needs escalation? Section 4. Decisions needed. The committee cannot just read, they must act. Every committee expects exactly this structure. The primary tool for enterprise project managers is Microsoft Copilot. Not because it is the most powerful AI on the market, because it is already there. Teams, Word, and SharePoint, the tools you already use every day. It is already licensed, already connected to your company's data. No new subscriptions, no approvals needed. Copilot lives inside these apps. It reads your team's transcripts, your SharePoint files, your Word documents. And it is not experimental. Major organizations across every sector are already using it. Financial services, healthcare, government. Enterprise organizations of every size. You do not need to copy and paste anything. Copilot sees what you see inside the tools you already have. If your organization runs Microsoft 365, this is the fastest path to your first AI-generated draft. Here is the prompt. 4 parts. You build it once and reuse it every Friday. The first part. Assign a role to the AI. You are a senior project manager preparing a weekly status report. Part 2. Give it context. Paste in your meeting notes and sprint data. Part 3. Specify the output format. 4 sections: RAG status, achievements, risks, and decisions needed. Part 4. Set the constraints. Steering committee audience, under 200 words per section. Direct, professional tone. That is the complete prompt. It takes under 60 seconds to set up. Save it somewhere you can find it. Only the pasted content changes each week. The draft comes back in under 30 seconds, but do not send it yet. 3 checks first. 2 minutes of review that make the difference between a draft and a report. First, the RAG status section. Verify every date and every number. AI can pull from old milestones by mistake. Second, the risk section. AI consistently understates risk. If something is high risk, it will probably say moderate. Strengthen the wording. Third, decisions needed. This is where your judgment matters most. AI does not know the political context, who was frustrated, who needs reassurance, what was promised last week. The total review takes about 2 minutes. That is all. AI draft plus your judgment equals a reliable output. 3 checks, 2 minutes, then send. Here is what this actually looks like in practice. Real notes, real output. First, the raw meeting notes from a Tuesday delivery call. Messy, incomplete, full of symbols. Exactly what real notes look like. 28 seconds later, on the other side, a structured 4-section draft. The AI produces a structured draft. RAG status, achievements, risks, decisions needed, all formatted for the steering committee. And here is the actual output. A clean, professional status report generated from those messy notes. But look closely. 3 things need human correction before you send this. The achievement section understates the schedule gap. 8 of 12 servers sounds great, until you know the plan was 10 of 12 by this week. The risk section calls a high risk moderate. That is too diplomatic for a steering committee. Change it. And the decision section is missing context. The vendor already missed 1 commitment date. The AI does not know that. 2 minutes of review. That is the difference between a draft and a report you are confident sending. Not every project manager works in a Microsoft environment, so here are your alternatives. 3 tools, 1 approach. At the top, Microsoft Copilot. The enterprise standard we just covered. If your company has it, start here. First alternative, Claude with the Atlassian connector. If your team runs Jira and Confluence, Claude reads them directly and publishes back. Second, ChatGPT. It works anywhere. You paste your notes in and use the same 4-part prompt. Free to start, no integrations needed. Third, Google Gemini. If your team runs on Google Workspace, Docs, Sheets, Gmail, Meet, Gemini is built right in. Each tool has a different strength, and each one works best for a different ecosystem. But the key point is this. All 3 alternatives use the exact same 4-part prompt structure as Copilot. Same prompt, different tool, same quality results. The tool you choose will change over time. The prompting skill you learn here works everywhere. Let us talk about the real-time saving. 60 to 90 minutes becomes 12. But the number that matters more is not on the clock, the old way. You sit down, open a blank page, and spend 60 to 90 minutes writing from scratch. That drains your energy before you even get to the real work. The new way is completely different, and it starts with a different mindset. With AI, the process has 3 steps. Here is the first. Step 1. Gather your inputs. 3 minutes. Pull the transcript, the sprint board, and last week's report. Step 2. Run the prompt. 1 minute. Paste, generate, done. Step 3. Review and send. 8 minutes. That is where your expertise matters. Those 3 checks we covered. 12 minutes total. The difference is not speed, it is energy. That energy goes into the steering committee room, not into formatting. The goal is not to let AI write your reports for you. The goal is to stop spending your best thinking on formatting paragraphs. That thinking belongs in the steering committee room, where it actually makes a difference. AI drafts. You decide. That is how it should work. So here is your action item. This week, before your next status report is due, 3 steps. That is all it takes. Step 1. Open Copilot in Teams or ChatGPT or Claude, whatever you have access to. Step 2. Paste in your meeting notes from the most recent delivery call. Step 3. Use the 4-part prompt. Role, context, format, constraints. Review the draft, apply the 3 checks, then send it. Subscribe for 1 new video every week. Next up, turning meeting notes into action items in 30 seconds.